Hey, this is Damon, back again with the new Jeep JLU Rubicon. Now, if you saw my first video, you saw my initial kind of setup that I like to have for my kind of overland adventures. Well, in today's video, we're going to go into adding some cargo carrying capacity. Now, one of the things, a factor in our family now with kid and dogs, is those back seats are usually up. That means that longer items, like longer camp chairs or tables, become a little more awkward to store inside the vehicle. So what we're going to do is we're going to add some cargo capacity to that LoadWarrior rack up top. Now to start, what we're going to have is the Yakima makes the LoadWarrior extension. This lets you add about 19 inches, 18 inches overall to the length of that LoadWarrior, helping carry more long stuff. Then we have the high lift jack carrier, the axe and shovel bracket, and those are just two tools. Well, there's my shovel that to me are better kept outside the vehicle. They get dirty, you want to have easy access, better, I like to keep them mounted outside. And then lastly, we're going to finish with the Yakima Slim Shady awning. This is a really neat awning system because of its versatility. It's compact, it's relatively light. I can easily mount it to the Aero style bars already on the Mopar rack, or I can come over here to my truck and I can easily mount it to the existing Yakima round bars over here. So I like to be able all my vehicles to be kind of like transformers. If I want to set them up one way for one weekend, I can, and the next long trip I can set them up another way. So the Yakima stuff is all built to work together, and it makes that job really, really easy. So let's get started. Alright, so that's measured out about where I want it. I can adjust it. Now I'll take some measurements and try to get it. I want to make sure I don't interfere with the freedom panels on the front. They still have clearance, but I'll be able to shift this now to the back, left and right, get it all buttoned up. But extension is on, gained about 18, 20 inches, and now the long stuff fits. There's kind of a skylined view with the LoadWarrior extension on. I kind of tried to line it up with the rear lines of the hardtop, and then the front panels can still come off underneath. So it's just overlapping in the front, but they can come out, and then it's kind of lined up with the rear edges. And I'll just play with that from here, and you can adjust it fore or aft and do what it needs to do. So let's move on to the tool mounts. Now you can see the high lift brackets going on the rack. Those are big, heavy tools, and I got to have some good strength brackets to hold them. So pretty industrial, high grade bolts there. We'll get now the jack and load it on there. All right, now I have the high lift set in the cradles, and then it's coming in and tighten these bolts. Now obviously this is not if you're a trail guide and you're trying to get your high lift on and off quite a bit, you know, this is kind of a semi-permanent mount for occasional use. So if you want to have a 3/4 inch wrench, I always keep one in the truck anyway. So I use it for tightening on trailer hitches that have built-in bolt. But having that 3/4 inch head socket is necessary. But there you go. Now I have shovel on one side, high lift on the other, and more carry space. So next step is that awning I was telling you about. Now what makes the Slim Shady awning so easy to get between vehicles are the mounting clamps. Now you can see there's a lot of configurations here. You can fit them on arrow style bars, you can fit them on square bars, and you can use some adapters to put them on round bars. Now unfortunately I'm running out of time because of some rain coming in, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video here for today. I have the tools on the roof, I have the high lift in this position and the shovel mounted. Now I'm going to mount the awning over here on the driver's side next. So I will cut here as the rain moves in because I can't hide under my awning and then I'll pick this up once things are a little drier. Hey, it's Damon again. The rain has come and gone. Sorry about that delay, but it's part of life outside. So next step in this video is getting this Yakima Slim Shady awning onto the Jeep. Now what I like about the Slim Shady awning is the mounting brackets. Now these come with it. They can go on round bars, on square bars, on arrow style bars. It doesn't really matter, but what I like most about it is using these brackets, I can quickly put it on the left side, I can put it on the right side, I can even swap it amongst the vehicles as needed. So really versatile system. We'll get it mounted on the Jeep, we'll talk a little more. Okay, so we're all done. We have the LoadWarrior extension in there. You can see now my camp chef table fits no problem. I have the high lift jack and mount mounted on one side, the shovel mount mounted on the other, then the Slim Shady awning coming off the side. Now again, what I like about these accessories is how versatile they are. I can take them off this vehicle onto my truck. I can switch this other side if I need to in camp very quickly. So a lot of good, just versatile, lightweight, functional tools to help me on the trail and back in camp. Now, a couple points I want to talk about with this rack system and just racks in general is load carrying capacity. Now, I know I only have 150 pound rated for this rack mounted right to the hardtop. That's fairly light duty. It's not going to be able to support things like a rooftop tent. And I also know that if I add up the weight of all these accessories, it's about 100 pounds. That only leaves me 50 pounds worth of storage up in the rack itself. For me and my purposes, that's okay, because I'm trying to store light but bulky things up there. Things like aluminum camp tables, camp chairs, things like sleeping bags that are bulky but I can put in a plastic trunk. So I'm okay with that, and I like the versatility that I have of switching things and not loading down my rack heavy and making the vehicle top heavy. Now, not everybody's going to have that scenario, and you'll have to just get the configuration that's right for your needs. Now, one of the things that comes up is, okay, how do I secure the things in that roof rack? Well, a couple options. You can get like a basket style clip net like Yakima makes to cover the whole thing. I like to use also these Yakima Ripcord cables. Now these are actually cam straps that have a steel cable inside the webbing. So somebody can't come along with a knife and just cut it and take your stuff. So that's a good way to secure your Orion cooler up there. If you're gonna secure other bulky totes or just loose sleeping bags, big tent packages, you can secure them down with those cam straps and have a little extra security and peace of mind when you're not in camp. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, comments, feel free to put them below and subscribe. Next video in this series is going to be the installation of a Warn 10S synthetic winch on the front, and then I'll really be ready for the trail.